Top chatter, we can check top chatter. Okay, so Summit Temple is coming back. This card is already, in the game before, but it is now back in rotation. Summit Temple is a 1 Playpoint Havencraft's gold amulet, and it reads Fanfare. If any other allied Summit Temples are in play, draw a card and destroy this. So basically, if you have any more, they get cycled, so you can play them for card draw, which is good. You can play 3 of it, and you won't get punished for it. Whenever an allied Havencraft follower attacks, give it the following effect until the end of this turn. This follower deals damage equals to its defense. So on your turn, when things attack and they're Haven followers, they deal damage with their butt instead of their face, which is good for some reasons, because there's a bunch of Haven followers that have low attack but high defense, and this means they can do more damage. It's even better when you consider followers that could potentially have Storm, things like the Young Meowskers, Justine, and anything they might print in the future that fits this criteria. On top of that, Summit Temple is an amulet, and it's one that has no countdown. So let's say, hypothetically speaking, you play this on turn 1. For the rest of the game, you're going to have this effect, and it's going to be another amulet on the board. There's a couple cards in the game that require you to have 2 amulets to have an effect. And like a Great Tree, this will just sit on your board and let you fulfill those conditions easier, Things like Selena, the new Bun, Mayor Prayers, all sorts of cards care about that. So Summit was great in the past, definitely led to some meta decks, and it would not surprise me at all if Summit leads to some meta decks in the future. I'm down for it coming back. It's like playing Haven in a different way, something that's kind of cool. I'm down for it. No argument here. No problem with me. Let's go some more people down, chat. Meowskers himself is banned, yes. But you can summon Meowskers with Mirror Prayers, and that Meowskers would do 4 damage, which is pretty good. It's not bad. There's also like the 4-drop that's like a 2/4 Storm. That guy goes from doing 2 damage to 4 damage, which is like twice as much. It's a big deal. It doesn't really work with the new Moonbone too well, but it does exist. Draw 2, 4 face, 3 play points. Seems good to me. Reprint Seraphic Blade. I mean, you have Resolve. Every deck should play 3 Resolves anyway. Sophina, it's good with Sophie, yeah. Because Sophie she's thick in the first place. She gives everybody +1/+1. And then the shield makes it hard for your stuff to get cleared, right? So yeah, probably pretty good with Sophie. So, Summit Temple, pretty good. Expected to be played. No surprise there. Next we have Force Barrier. This is the card that Kirby was talking about. A Runecraft spell. 2 play points says until the end of your opponent's turn, give all allies the full effect. Reduce damage from effects by 2. This is really interesting. It's like a very defensive but really powerful defensive spell. I'm not sure exactly where this is aimed at or like how this shines, but it seems pretty powerful, right? Certainly it's a powerful effect. I just don't know where it fits. 2 damage is a lot, and everything takes 2 less damage. So it's like leader and your board, right? I don't know. It's a card that's hard to judge and evaluate just how good this would be. But I tell you that this is a powerful effect, right? Surely this is a very powerful effect. How good it is, how relevant it is to the meta, I have no idea. But this is a very powerful effect. Is the Baby Don't Balmy card? It's a card that Rune should not have. We'll see what they do with it. I mean, 2 damage is a lot. 2 damage protection seems good. I just don't know where, why, or how. But this seems powerful. We'll just say that. Feower, what number is it supposed to be? The Double Blade Flash is the other Portalcraft legendary. It's a 2 play point for 2. It says Fanfare, till the end of your opponent's turn, give -4 to a random enemy follower with the highest attack. Skybound 10, deal 4 damage to a random enemy follower. Do this 3 times. Alright. Super Skybound Art, give all allied followers the ability to attack 2 times per turn. But if you can't Devo, or the turns you can't evo, aka 1 through 3 or 4. This goes back to your hand. So you can think of it like as a spell that neutralizes a follower, gives you rally 1, and then later on she's like an overstated 2-drop with good effects. The whole, like, at the end of turn this goes back to your hand, it's a little weird. The other card that has this at least had like fanfare draw a card, right? So it's like a little bit weird, but I mean, once you get past that, it's just super good no matter what, right? Like very, very strong for 2 cost. Potentially get into like neutralize a follower, clear the board, and then mega buff your board. That seems good. Portlanders look like they want to be used together. Yeah. Right? Like, the other card, the other Portlander gives everybody Storm, right? Let's say you gave this Storm, and you would play it, and it can attack twice per turn, right? Like, there's definitely some combo there, but I don't know how it's gonna work out. But yeah, they kind of seem like they're meant to work together. Monkey with the bike? We've already done that. I feel like the go back to hand is so that you don't get punished for keeping in mulligan. You still have something to do. It's kind of like, in a way, it's almost like enhance or accelerate if you think about it. Where it's like, you can play this early game, and you just get like a worse version of their effect, does that make sense? Without the cost changing, does that make sense? Like early game, you can think of this as a 2 play point spell. Later on, it becomes a 2 play point follower, then it's better, right? They're twins, I see. One gives everything enhanced Storm, and this gives everyone on board double attack. Play Storm, and then everybody attacks twice, seems good. It's too slow, it's bad. It's like build your own fairy, that's funny. Yeah, I don't know, like, is this like the future of Rally Portal? Is this where it goes? I have no idea. These cards are interesting. I mean, they're loaded with a bunch of effects. Can't be bad, right? Again, we need to see the bronze and the silvers, but I don't hate the Portal legendaries. They'll need some kind of way to cheat out the Skybound art. I feel like we are gonna see that, but we will see. Mirin, the Samurai Dreamer, is a Swordcraft officer. It's a 2 play 1/3/1. Says fanfare, Skybound art. Deal 3 damage to enemy leader, 15, deal 6 instead. So basically, aggressively statted, right? 3/1 means that if you're going first, places a 2-drop, it gets to go phase, bam, 3 damage. It's an officer, which is good for officer things, and then later on it scales throughout the game, doing phase damage, which is good, and like dealing 3 damage to enemy phase, already a good amount of damage. Dealing 6 damage is a truckload of damage, especially when we're doing this for 2 play points. Oftentimes with aggro decks, I'm happy to play Boom Devil for 7 dealing 5. Imagine if you could imagine if you could deal 6 for 2 instead. It's like way better, right? Yo, Saria Heart in the chat. How are you doing, Saria? Yeah, this girl seems good, right? Just good phase damage, scales throughout the game. Officer, has a sword. What's not to like, chat? You need to keep it around to make use of it. It's hard to do 2-drops. No, think of it the other way. Like, if you have this early game, you're happy to play it because it's 3/1. Later on, instead of it being like, oh man, now it's late game and I have this 2-drops and do shit. It's like, oh, my 2-drop also has 6 face damage or 3 damage, right? Seems good. It's an officer, you can buff it, you can cheat it out, things like that. You're not happy about 3/1s? Maybe not, but 3/1 is an aggressive stat line. I mean, it's better than a 1/1 or a 2/1, right? Hey, look at this handsome panda, chat. Okay, Twain is the card that I revealed. Obviously, in my video, I talked a lot about Twain. If you guys have not seen my video, you should go see my video. Twain is a 4 play 1/3/3. She's got Bane. Fanfare, you freeze somebody. Stamina 10, you evo her, which is better than being able to evo her for free. She gives +2 attack to all other followers. And in Super Skybound, she deals X damage to enemies. X equals flawless attack. So I think pretty much at all stages of the game, Twain is great. Whether you're trying to stabilize by freezing, you know, catch up on the board by being a 5/5 Bane, buffing your dudes, or trying to take the lead by, you know, buffing your guys and getting face damage, or close the game out because she can, you know, deal damage to the face, especially if you give her Storm or buffer with Bike. It's gonna be a lot of damage. But to me, Twain just seems pretty good. A lot of stuff you can do with her, and I like her. I'm glad that I got to reveal Twain, and I hope you guys enjoyed the reveal video. Handsome Panda. Is Fairy's Maiden still around? We're gonna find out. I'm gonna go and we're gonna look at all the cards that are gonna rotate out. That's the plan. I like how somebody wrote its Evo stats because I'm blocking it. You know, the first thing I said was like, hey, I know I'm blocking it, but she's a 5/5. I did mention it. It was like the first thing I said. But I do like Twain. I think Twain is great. I expect that she'll be played in a ton of forest decks, right? We got Razia. I bet Saria likes this art. I bet Saria would like this card. Razia is a Dragoncraft Gold. It's a 4-play.24. She's got Ward. Says Clash, gain +1 attack. And then last wards deal X damage to enemy leader. X equals his follow's attack. So, I mean, has Ward, Clash, get extra attack. And then when she dies, she does damage equal to her attack to the face, which is good. We're playing Dragoncraft. We can cheat this out. We can buffer. And she can go face while being a defensive follower, which seems really good, right? You put this on a Bike. Keep in mind that you can Evo her, right? Like, if I'm going second, I Evo Risa, I get a 4/6 ward that does 4 face damage. That's assuming that we had no Bikes, no Reggie, no horses, no nothing, right? You can try and buff this a lot. You can make it cheaper with Roost. You can, you know, ramp into it. Evo here, easiest fireball of your life. Exactly. Seems good. Plus she's got nice art. What's not to like, chat? This is an even card, so that's true. You can buff it. Actually, isn't the other card, doesn't it buff odds? Oh no, it does buff evens. Yeah, so you can buffer with the even deck to get a bigger ward that does more face. That seems good, yeah. Fantastic, chat. Great Shadowverse card. The expansion comes out on Monday. On Monday it comes out. Tempest Dragon is bonkers. Well, he's cool. Everybody gets a wall fit. Trihound has cool art. The 3-play.11 Shadowcraft Gold says last word summon a 5-play.21 Trihound. That last word summons a 7 cost 3/1. I mean, it's cool, but 3-play.11 is like super low tempo. Even if it summons 2 more things, and sure, the other ones are 5 and 7 play points, and that might be good for like Neftis or something, but I don't know, this seems super whack. Like compared this to like Helio. Like Helio was a 2/1, summon a 2/2, but the 2/2 has Storm. You can also Evil Helio, make it better, and it has an Enhance. This is like way worse by all accounts, way worse. Is there a list of cards? I can give you this right here. If you click on this picture, it's gonna show you all the cards revealed so far. Can we animate it with lovers? I mean, I guess. If you reanimate the 5-drop, I guess you get the 5-drop, right? It's a 2/1, summon a 3/1. Just a sticky thing that goes face. Doesn't seem that bad. Doesn't seem that good to me. Yeah, every time we talk about Neftis, like, it doesn't go anywhere. It's not Nefti's time, I don't think so. Lousy nerd, how's it going? Welcome. I don't think this is good. My assumption is that while being a cute card, I just don't see it as being too good. Doesn't seem that exciting.